What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Don. We are back with another video. Man, you guys probably wondering where I've been at. The upload stopped. They thought I quit. Just kidding, I didn't quit. Usually I only upload. For those who don't know, I only really try to upload when there's something to really talk about. I know the Melo move fell through. I mean, it came through, so he's officially at Houston. But we talked about that already. So really, since the last time we really spoke about anything, there's nothing really new to really add around all leagues. NFL is starting up, but it's not really major. Until tonight, actually, I was watching Zion play for the first time, and wow, um, I was I was really impressed. I was surprisingly impressed. Because you know if I get it out there, first of all with Zion, it's that there aren't many videos of him actually really playing basketball. Like it was such a thing that the joke became that nobody knows if he can actually shoot the ball. You know, even though based on this video, yeah, he could shoot the three a little bit. Even though I think the game that he had, I should say, against Ryderson, it wasn't really a showcase as far as talent wise because Duke is obviously way better. So we're not really gonna take that into consideration. But some of the flashes that he showed, it is ridiculous what this guy can do. If he's really like what 18 years old, that's scary because it looked like for most actually all the game. It's about 5 minute highlights on YouTube. You can check it out yourself. It's like men against boys, and it's crazy because he's only 18 years old, but he looked like a man on that court compared to everybody else. They look like little kids. The way he's snatching rebounds, the way he's putting back that crazy dunk he had. You know, his game as far as NBA goes, I don't know who you can compare it to because we haven't really seen crazy athleticism like that kind of since LeBron. But I'm not gonna say he's a LeBron. But it's like as for a forward, just to have his size, man, he has to be like at least two something, 240, 250. I don't think he's 285. I don't believe he's 285. I would have to look that up. Somebody in the comment section, somebody tell me how much he weighs, man. Because it's not fair. It's like he got a whole cheat code to himself right now. But it's exciting prospect. As far as his shooting goes, I would say that it's not his strength. Yeah, he scored 29 points, but what I am looking for this up and coming season for him at Duke is to use his strength. Use your strength to get inside. I wish he did that a little bit more. Of course, it's the first game, so it's kind of hard to really play when you're obviously better from the jump, but I want him to use his strength more to get inside. Um, and mind you too that he is a freshman. So by the time he really gets to the NBA, 2, 3 years from now, it's scary what he can be. If dad built already, he would be. I don't say solid in the NBA, but he's at least 2 years ahead of everybody else in this draft class, just off raw talent. Just off raw talent. It's scary what he can be. Depending on how he works for it, because there's gonna be days where he's gonna be tested. He has to get tested. He has to play the Kentuckys of the world and the Kansas, and like the big boys, Wichita State. The big boys. Those are the boys he really needs to play eventually to really see what he can do. Don't get overexcited quickly because I never forget. The year that I really watched college basketball was the year that Jahlil Okafor was in college. Um, he's kind of bouncing around now. I'm not even sure where Jahlil Okafor is right now. But my point is that Jahlil Okafor ended up winning an NCAA championship. And the next year, he went to Philly. Kind of played there. Didn't really work out. Next year he came back. They had too many centers, and all of a sudden he's bouncing around teams. And he was in the same class that Porzingis was in, and he was supposed to be like the next guy. And it didn't work out for him. So He was highly recruited. He was a beast too, Jahlil Okafor. I think he needs a shot somewhere else. Shout out to Jahlil Okafor. But my point with that is that you can have all this talent now, but if you don't utilize it, not saying that Jahlil didn't utilize it, but the professional game is a different game. Um, it's where very very early to compare him to anybody. So for Zion, um, his bread and butter has to be getting inside, kind of like how let me see, kind of like how Colin Sexton this past NCAA season likes to drive like that. And Colin Sexton is nowhere near the build of. But if Zion does what Colin is doing, man, I don't see many people stopping him getting to the hoop. And it's funny, if you look at the clip of the game today, Zion, he was going for a layup. But he's so strong because everybody knows that he was dunking it. So the guy that was trying to defend him saw him coming with a head of steam. And Zion pretended like he was going to dunk the ball. And he kind of had like a little soft touch and laid it up with the other hand. That right there is what he needs to focus on. I'm not going to lie. I was a little bit of a critic myself with him, saying that I don't see him shoot the ball enough. For what it's worth, I can see him shoot the three, but I don't see it translating. I'm talking about the next level because we all know he's gonna go to the draft this year. Like, there's no doubt about that. So I know it's only one game, but this is what we do on the channel. We kind of just discuss stuff, like off the top. So if there's anything you want to add to my comment of him, just let me know and we'll just talk about it. But yeah, I kind of feel like the 3-pointer right now in college is there for him, and I kind of feel like he's shooting it because people are telling him he can't shoot. Listen, there's no shame in taking less threes and getting inside more. It's only one game, but that I kind of really wanted to emphasize that fact that I just wanted to see him get inside more. His athleticism is off the charts. No limit on what he can be. Especially if he really becomes like an aggressive player, like a Westbrook type. People are scared to guard Westbrook, So imagine Zion with the size he has, But then again, there's always competition lining up, trying to beat you and embarrass you. So it's going to be an interesting season for him because we've been waiting. I feel like we've been waiting forever for this guy to really start playing basketball at Duke. So I think that he has all the talent in the world. Don't worry too much about shooting is what I would say. I would say worry about getting inside. I'm saying it like for the 5th time because even though he was getting a lot of rebounds, some of it looks a little scrappy, which is really, listen. He's a rook. He's new at Duke, so there's many things that he can still, of course, improve upon. But tools are there. You can see why he's at Duke. It's obvious. But starting now, he's gonna have to play some good games, because I don't know if he can be a guy to consistently. There's certain players who make big plays, and then there's players that can continuously play. You know what I mean? So we'll see what it becomes. It has to be one or the other, because by the time we get to the NBA, it's a different league. But just by God-given talent, man, this kid is up there, doing some things we have not seen before. Just that putback was ridiculous. It was crazy to see that from him at such a young age. Leagues are changing now. Kids are doing ridiculous things with the ball, dunking the ball, finding all sorts of ways to really revolutionize the game now. Steph Curry did it with his 3-point shooting. Kyrie kind of with the handles. Different game today. So the younger kids, younger generation is really picking up earlier. And as a result, you get guys like Zion that seem to be jumping with like springs underneath his feet, because that guy is something else. But yeah, that's your boy Don. I just wanted to speak on that. He had 29, I believe like 13 rebounds. So I didn't really care about the stat line too much. I just want to kind of speak on him. What I've seen so far. What do you think of the game? If you didn't see the game, the highlights are on YouTube, definitely, and you can check it out. What do you think Zion is gonna be? And this is my question to you guys. Who do you guys think Zion would be comparable to? in the NBA. You can name any era if you wanted to. That's what I would want to know, because I couldn't really think of anybody. So let me know in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe to the Donny Talk Show. Make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button, because I'm always uploading content. And please check out my Twitter at DonnyTalksShow. I usually only post on there when I'm dropping a new video, so I will definitely keep you guys updated on that. And this is your boy Don, and I'll see y'all next time, man. Peace, I'm out.